Today we're going to rebuild this Suntour XCT derailleur. Some things you're going to need: pliers, a 9mm wrench or a nut driver like this, screwdriver, and a pick. Once you take off this pulley, just pull back the cage a little bit and unscrew this little pin. Let it spring back. And I've poked around, and apparently you can't even take not only the B-knuckle apart, but you can't take off this pulley. This thing's just a rivet here. This has to be like one of the stupidest designs ever, and it shows because this pulley barely even moves. Now for the pinnacle, you have this little clip here. You want to find the edge, get your pick, and kind of pull it off like this. Once you pop it up from this side, you can go from the other side and then just keep popping it up like this till it comes off. Now once you pop the clip off, it'll be pretty hard, and grab this, slide it off, slide out your bolt. And now surprisingly, you got everything all nice and taken apart. Maybe not nice, but it sucks this thing doesn't even come apart, like even the pulley. Like that's got to be the stupidest design for a derailleur ever. But you know, this is 90s Suntour, and what do you expect? They kind of were going insane at this point. And for cleaning, some things I like to use are brake cleaner or acetone. You can also use a wire brush if you have chunky dirt like this on the pulleys and stuff. And if you have rust, you can use aluminum foil and water, or if it's really rusty, you can soak it in vinegar. And in my case, I'm using this ultrasonic cleaner. I poured the water up just enough so it doesn't get into the knuckle over here. That's why I got it propped up. Because if you do get water in there, it's all going to get rusty, and you don't want that. And all I'm using is water and this soap. All right, now we got everything all nice and cleaned down, ready to go. For some of the chrome parts, I use this quick glow wax, like the cage and stuff like that. And for the assembly, another thing you're gonna need is this grease. I like to use this Park Tool stuff. And for the pulley, only one. I'm gonna use this SRAM butter. First thing you wanna do, you wanna put a little bit of grease on this inside pinnacle area. Then you wanna grab your bolt, make sure you got your washer on there as well, and stick it through. Now you want to grab your little clip, slide it on, make sure it engages with the little pin right there. Then grab your clip and pop it on. This also has little holes in it. I didn't even realize that. So if you have E-clip pliers small enough, you can use those. And now for the pulley and this B-knuckle area, I used a mix of like penetrating oil, WD-40 to free this thing up. And then I topped it off with some chain lube. You don't want to leave it just WD-40. That's gonna just dry it all out. So now it moves a lot smoother. So does the B-knuckle. And now once it's like this, if you took the pin out, you don't have to. Rotate it around and screw in the pin right there. Now for the tension pulley, you just want to grease up the inside of the plastic part. Grab your steel bushing, slide it on. Put some grease on the inside of the metal bushing, and then put on your other metal seal. And then right here, this thing just stays on, this other plastic part. Usually I don't like to put any grease on the metal seals here, but this plastic part, it rides on it. So I just put a little bit on there and stick it on, and then screw on your bolt. So make sure you don't forget the little nut that goes here. You want the flat part facing towards the plastic cage. Tighten down your pulley bolt, make sure it spins nice and smooth. Put on your bell adjuster, your clamp bolt. Now you got yourself a fully rebuilt derailleur. There you go. Suntour definitely has some sort of eternal beef with guide pulleys. You know, having made the Mountech, I thought they would have learned the lesson, but I guess not. This thing also has a plastic pinnacle, B-knuckle, and the outer cage. So if you plan on running it, I recommend a full face helmet. Hope this video helped you out. See you guys in the next video. Bye.